Hello, hello, hello everyone! Welcome back to another video. Alright, let's see what we got for you right now. If you like those big lanyards from the 60s and 70s that it took half a block just to park it, well, you are in the right video, even though this is not the biggest lanyard, and this one specifically is not considered much a lanyard compared to other models, especially the four doors and the station wagons. Those were huge. But let's get to the point. Let's see what we got for you right now. We have a 143 scale 1973 Chevrolet Chevelle SS. All right. SS was basically, don't forget, a trim level for the Chevrolet Chevelle. Now, when I talk about the Chevelle, I'm going to talk about all of them, not just the SS, because the SS, so like I was saying, the SS is basically just a trim model that had it four different models. I mean, from the Chevrolet used the SS in different models. It's more like the sportier version of the model itself that they're promoting. And the Chevrolet Chevelle is no different. Now, just so you know, with the Chevrolet Chevelle, it's been a model out there for a very long time. Now, this model specifically is the third generation. And basically, the third generation was the last generation they used the name Chevelle. They use it not many generations, I'm sorry. They used this for two generations. They had it first generation was from 1964 to 1967. Second generation was from 1968 to 1972. And this was the last generation that was between 1973 and 1977. Now, as you probably know, this right here, this model of the Chevelle, they also had it as a four-door sedan, the two-door coupe that we're looking at right now, and they also had a four-door station wagon, and they also had the SS model trim in the station wagon. So they make sure that if you want a sportier version, you could even have it as a wagon. Not a bad choice. I think it's smart. Some people think, oh, wagons have to be a boring car, which I totally disagree. There's some wagons out there that can race any type of sports car, and some European brands have mm, shown they could do it, like the Audi A4. I think it's the A4 Avant or A4 R5 or something like that. And the Volvo came out with the, I think it was a T5, A50 back in the 90s. So they make sure they can put some fast, looking sports vans, not sports vans, sports wagons. And the Chevelle was one of them. Now let's talk about engine, guys. All of these were either six, mostly were eight cylinder, except for the first one, which is a 4.1 liter turbo six cylinder. Then the rest of them that I'm going to mention were eight cylinders, which a 5.0. You had a 5.7, a 6.6, and then you had a big block. It was a 7.4 big block V8. That must have been a quite an impressive model, I'm gonna say. Now, transmissions on these cars, you had a 3-speed or a 4-speed manual, or if you want automatic, you had a 3-speed automatic. And I like when they offer, even especially American cars, when they offer manual transmission, it's quite impressive because usually American cars are not really familiar of providing manual transmission in them. But I guess because this was a little bit on the sportier side, they want to make sure they provide everything. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So, what do you guys think about these American cars from the 70s? I know the 70s was not their most remember era or decade. I know the 60s and the 50s were the muscle car era, when gasoline was cheap. So the bigger the engine, the the bigger the better. The bigger the better. In little words, in size and in engines. I know in the 70s, little by little, gasoline started getting a little bit more expensive, and there was a shortage. And I think late 70s. So all these bigger cars, they downsized little by little, and then when people did not want to have V8s no more like they used to because of the price of the gasoline. Little by little, V6 were getting more popular, and and just so you know, that's how a lot of these Asian brands started showing up in the North American market. Just so you know, when the 70s showed up and late 70s, and the gas was super expensive. An example, the Japanese had all these brands with little cars, very inexpensive in their gas consumption. So that's how they got in. But I'm glad they did, because the more the merrier. The more brands, the more the better. I always say that. I don't I don't stay exclusive to one brand. I like all of them, because one model I may like from one brand, another model may like for another brand. All right, guys. Hopefully, you guys can give me a nice thumbs up. I really appreciate. Thank you so much for subscribing. Comment them below. Letting me know where you guys are from, what collections you would like to see, everything. And don't forget to when you subscribe, click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.